it's Dr. Pat with Little Critters, and we have Greta here today. She's an 18-month-old green cheek conure, and she was adopted from a breeder because the breeder said she had congenital problems and wasn't sellable. And so these owners elected to take her home and make her part of the family. And the problem they were referencing was splay legs. So when you look at her standing, you can see her legs kind of abduct or go out more lateral than normal. It's particularly pronounced on a slippery surface. She's a little better when she's on a grippy surface. And this is a common problem. It's usually not a congenital problem, but as you can see, she can perch, she can walk. She's actually highly functional, so I'm really pleased with that. Often what happens here is we have a slippery surface in a nest box or a brooder box if they're being hand-fed. And with the slippery surface, the chicks are always abducting or splaying their legs out, and as they're growing, we have tendons and muscles and joint problems that develop secondary to the posture that's occurring in the nest. She's a spunky little bug. And so this often can be prevented with appropriate husbandry, which really includes firm, grippy footing in a nest box or a brooder so they're not splaying their legs out or slipping laterally or sideways. And so usually not congenital. Certainly birds can have congenital problems, but it's less likely to be congenital than it is actually due to the substrate or lack of substrate that she had. Many of these baby birds, if it's caught right away and corrected right away and addressed right away, can be corrected, although it's usually not a full 100% correction. Oftentimes we'll put little hobbles on them. It's a very hard thing on the bird and very stressful. So the best thing to do is to prevent this by making sure your brooders and your nest boxes have nice kind of grippy surfaces, padded bedding in there. And then the other issue with her is she has, I don't know if she'll let us show you, but she's damaged all of her wingtips. So if we look at her wings, first of all, she's had a very severe wing trim. So they trimmed all the primary and secondary flight feathers, which I don't recommend. And then you can see that all the little barbules are broken down. The remaining tips of the feathers look really ragged. The feather change can be a number of factors. More than likely, she was damaging the wingtips as she was developing and potentially in the brooder box, and so they may have cut the wings because she was bracing and using her wings to help with balance and posture and damaged them. You can also have feather picking and chewing, where we have a nervous bird or a bird with behavioral issues and they start over grooming and over preening. That's often on the tips of the feathers, and that can result in this ragged appearance as well. We're working on a few things with her. We're also working on nutrition. We're doing a general health check, and we're really just making sure there's nothing else going on that we need to address. And you can see she can be a very good girl, but she's a conure, and that means she can also be sassy. But she had a harder start in life, so we got to give her that.